तो प्रतीक, होम एंड अवे के फॉर्मेट पे बात करेंगे। जो चेंज आईपीएल में इस बार लेकर के आई है बीसीसीआई, डू यू सी दिस एज अ गुड चेंज? बिकॉज इसके पीछे पहली बात तो इनका एम ही क्या होगा कि वाई दे पुट अप दिस होम एंड अवे फॉर्मेट जिससे मैक्सिमम मैचेस फ्रेंचाइज अपने लोकल बेस पर खेले। इसका रीजन क्या हो सकता है, प्लस इससे क्या बेनिफिट होगा टीम्स को?
First of all, bringing this home and away format, I think it's a very good change. We see that in every other sport, and this gives scope for every team to make their own stadium a fortress, like get comfortable, get results in their home stadium, to say the least. And yeah, like I said, about the local players, yes, definitely they would understand the stadium, they would understand the ground, the dimensions, the pitch better than other players. It might not impact players' mindset as much as it does in other formats for T20s, but then again, it is important knowing the conditions.
Yeah.
And I think home and away format, that is what it was until a few seasons ago, and it is good for the fans to turn out as well. All in all, I think it's a good change. And only time will tell.
Right, and then there is another rule change as well, and that is the impact player, which is making news these days. So जिन्हें नहीं पता impact player के बारे में, हम लोग उसके बारे में डिस्कस करके आपको बताएंगे. So basically impact player is a player जो कि एक substitute player की तरह काउंट होता है, जो आफ्टर 14th ओवर गेम के अंदर इंट्रोड्यूस किया जा सकता है. रुपेश, ये कैसा रूल है जो इसके पहले सैयद मुश्ताक अली ट्रॉफी में हमने देखा था, ऋतिक शौकीन पहले इम्पैक्ट प्लेयर बने थे, और उसके बाद अब आईपीएल में इस रूल को लाया गया है. सो हाउ डू यू सी दिस रूल, नंबर 1. नंबर 2, डू यू थिंक कि इससे गेम काफी चेंज होने वाला है? बिकॉज अभी तक क्रिकेट में सब्स्टिट्यूट हमने नहीं देखा, ये हमने फुटबॉल में देखा था, बट क्रिकेट में पहली बार सब्स्टिट्यूट का ऑप्शन आ रहा है. हाउ डू यू सी दिस चेंज?
I think of it as a very pleasant change and very thoughtful change, to be very honest. And because obviously, like it gives you an entirely new dimension to work with, to be very honest. And teams that have mentors and coaches who are very much into the technical side of the game, I think they would love to make the most of this particular rule change. For example, the thing is, and it's fairly simple, like. There's no rocket science behind this impact player rule. We also did an explainer like for CT as well, as far as this impact player rule is concerned. So simply the thing is, at the time of the toss, the captain has to name 4 substitutes, and one of those 4 substitutes can be the impact player in the game. And the player which the impact player will replace, that particular player will not like that player won't be involved in the entirety of the game from then onwards. Okay, and the impact player can be that impact player can replace a bowler. That impact player can also replace a batter. If a team decides to go ahead with 4 overseas players in the playing 11, then that impact player cannot be an overseas option. That impact player has to be an Indian player. If a team decides to have only 3 overseas players or less, maybe 2 or 1, then that particular team can have a foreign player as an impact player. Yeah, so that is there. In addition to that, also, like if a team decides to bring an impact player in the middle of an over, and if that impact player happens to be a bowler, then in that case, that impact player won't be allowed to complete that particular over. He has to wait till the end of that over, and then only he can bowl. And let's suppose there are a lot of equations involved. For example, if a bowler is there and he is being replaced by another bowler who is the impact player, and let's assume that the bowler who is being replaced has already delivered his his quota of 4 overs. Even in that case, the impact player is allowed to bowl his entire quota of 4.